The Bit exchange has developed a new virtual mining system, and it is called VMining. Let's discuss how this system works, what it is, and I will show by my own example how the mining process happens. Go to the VMining tab. So what we see? We see a general description of the system operation. We see available miners. We have 5 available miners. There are Micro, Lite, Standard, Pro and VIP. They differ in price. The cheapest 100th of Bitcoin, that is about $100 in the equivalent. The most expensive is 5 Bitcoins, that is $50,000. They also differ in mining of MinEx tokens in ascending order. So we see the second item. When buying a miner, 90% of BTC funds goes to buy support for the MinEx in MinEx BTC trade pair. What does it mean? That means that having bought, for example, a miner for 1 Bitcoin, 90% of the total amount, that is 9/10 of Bitcoin, goes into orders on purchase, thereby providing support in the mining token. We can see the 7-day shadow, we see the growing price of the token. In the order book, we also see that miners have already been bought for more than 233 Bitcoins. That means the virtual mining system is gaining high popularity despite the recent start. Let's move on to the next item. In the next item, we see that with every purchase of a miner, the MinEx BTC support price increases by 100%, except for a micro miner. What does it mean? That means that all purchased miners affect the growth of the mined MinEx token, except for micro miner. Here we have the price of the next order, 1,445 Satoshi. What does it mean? That means that having bought any miner except for Micro, 90% of your order will go in support at the specified price. When buying the next miner, the price of the support order will be more expensive, thereby providing not only the stability of the token, but also its price increase. Let's move on to the next item. 10% of the cost of the miner goes to the buyback of your token in your BTC pair. What does it mean? That means that the remaining 10% goes to the buyback of the exchange token. We see on a 7-day schedule that the price of the token is growing. The buyback of the coin provides growth. So I will show you an example how this virtual mining system works. I purchased a Lite miner for 1/10 BTC or $1,000. After purchasing, it will appear in the column My Miners. The purchase date and time of the miner you selected display here. The column Total Mined shows the quantity of MinEx tokens your miner has mined for the entire time of operation. Well, and mined in Bitcoin, mined in dollar, and mined in ruble. That is how much was mined in these currencies. After buying the miner, in the column Next Payment, you will have a countdown from 24 hours. That means when the count passes, your miner will mine MinEx tokens in quantity depending on the miner you selected. I get 100 tokens every 24 hours. Time passes, the next countdown begins. In the mining history, we can see the detailed history of occurrence, that is daily from the date of purchase, as we see, and every next day at the same time there is an accrual of minted coins. To transfer the mined coins to the balance of the exchange wallet, you need to click the button Send to MineX balance. After that, you can sell these tokens or wait for the price rise, which is really possible according to the weekly schedule of this token. In fact, that is all I wanted to say. The Yobit exchange has introduced a rather interesting, reliable and profitable virtual mining system. And during the first week after the start, the system is already in great demand. It's been 20 days since I've bought the light miner. There are some changes in virtual miner. They added an item that with every purchase, cost of all miners increases by 0.1%. As we see, the price of miners has increased, that is, VIP now costs not 5 bitcoins but 8.2, and the rest have also increased in price. They also added a new miner gold, something average between Pro and VIP in value and profitability. The price of miners is growing every day. Let's look at the MineX token itself. According to the schedule, we see that the price is daily growing. The virtual mining system is in great demand. Miners were bought for more than 450 bitcoins, in the equivalent of almost $500,000. They also introduced a referral system, invite people and get payments of 5% of the purchased miner if the user is invited by someone registered by referral link. 5% of the miner's value will be got by the invitee, 10% also for the redemption of the token, and 85% in support of the MineX token. So my miner in 20 days minted 2,000 MineX tokens. It was bought for 1/10 of BTC during the first days of the start, but the price of miners is daily growing, so its price is currently 1,500 of BTC. If I sell with the minted tokens now, I get almost 50% of the money spent on buying a miner. The virtual mining system from the Yobit exchange is becoming more and more popular every day.